I have a favorite tree, and it's actually living here. I don't know when I discovered this tree, but I just loved it so much, and now every time I'm here, I'm like, hey, little tree. Good morning! Welcome back to a new video from cold, rainy, windy Netherlands. Oh, it's so cold here today, but I have to say I'm kind of enjoying it. It's cold, it's wet, had water coming in a couple of days ago in the van, so we luckily seem to have fixed it. Because yesterday we had like really hard rain, and I have not found any water inside the van yet, so that's a good sign. Today I have a doctor's appointment that I need to go to. I'm gonna have my glasses checked because I think that this sides need to be adjusted. That's why I keep slipping down, and that's why I always push back up, so I'm gonna have that checked. I'm gonna ask if they can, the other glasses that I have are too long, if they can bend that, see if they do that. I don't even know. I'm gonna go ahead. As I said, I need to go get groceries, and then we are leaving Zoetermeer and we are going to the Veluwe. Yesterday we had sushi. That was awesome. That was my birthday sushi. We always go for sushi on my birthday, or something else that I want to go to. But yeah, we just woke up. It's cold. We had quiet nights, and I actually had 3 really deep sleeps because I had baths. I went to 3 baths, 3 in a row, like every night, and that made me slip into such a deep sleep. And yeah, so we boondocked in the Netherlands for 3 days. But like, everybody knows me here, and if they would know I'm in here, they're probably okay with it. So I'm wearing this because this new hat doesn't have covers over the ears, and when it's rainy and windy, that's cold. So we're gonna go to the grocery store and then go to the obstetrician, what's it called? Go to the Veluwe to Guus because it's Guus's birthday. He took a look and he said that this side was too loose, so he's adjusting it now. Hopefully it's gonna be better, guys. Hopefully I won't be pushing my glasses back the entire time. Who knows? So my glasses have been fixed. Now I have to say that of course now I need to stop touching them because I was already used to touching them all the time. But he adjusted it like 4 times because this one was something was not correct. I don't really know how. And I had another pair of glasses, the one with the golden ones that I really like, but they fit for now. That it just doesn't work. And I gave it to him and asked him if he can bend the... This is like a man who sells like super expensive, high quality, very like designer glasses. And I gave him this cheap ass pair and I said, can you please bend these for me? And he said, I will try, but there's a big chance they will break. And I said, then what? He said, then they're broken. And I said, okay, can you at least try? So he's gonna try, and there's a chance he's gonna destroy the entire thing. But it's not really working at the moment because if I wear, they're so long that if I wear any hat, they just get pushed up all the time. Oh, I can't even flip this one anymore. So he's gonna try, and there's a chance they're gonna get destroyed, and then I just know that I'm not gonna be doing that another time. I'm not gonna be ordering another cheap pair of glasses, but I just thought it would be fun. But these are way comfortable, but these are more expensive. Anyway, this should have fixed the issue with the glasses. I hope so. I just have to stop touching them. Okay. Anyways, and I think so right now it's just already become a stim touching them all the time. And I got Guus some beautiful flowers. I got for Guus. Isn't it wonderful? So now I need to go to the doctor because I'm going to ask. This is quite private actually. I have an ADHD exam soon in June, but I thought it was going to be like a neurodivergent test. It's not, it's just ADHD. So I also want to be tested for autism. So I'm going to ask for a referral to get an autism exam. So I have to go to the doctor to get that referral, and then the ball will get rolling. So yeah, let's go do that. And then we are going in the rain and the wind to the Veluwe, which is going to be awesome, but it's also going to be super cold and wet, but it's going to be fun. Let's go. just went to my friend Guus and I gave him his flowers. But turns out he turned 80. I didn't even know. I thought he was turning 76 or 78 maybe, but he's turning 80. So I'm so happy he's here because he was actually very ill when I was on my travel. He had a very severe pneumonia. Is that the word? And he was in hospital for like almost 2 months, but he's back and he's doing better. So I'm so happy for him because he's a dear friend, and yeah, I'm happy he's back home. And he turned 80. Yes. So it's actually good weather here, better weather than it was in Zoetermeer. So we are gonna go explore the woods and have some fun on a massive walk. So my friend lives back there, and right on the outside of his property is the beginning of endless treks over the Veluwe, which is beautiful. Oh, it's really wet. There's been a lot of rain. And so we always love to go here. This is one of my favorite spots in the Netherlands, if not the favorite spot in the Netherlands. My horse lived... Bobby, don't go in the mud. My horse lived on that property for a while, and I would drive multiple times a week back and forth, and it's about 1.5 hours drive from here to Zoetermeer, and I would just drive back and forth and take care of her, and I would ride her in these woods. And the funny part was that she... Oh, there's rain coming actually. The funny thing is that she was a horse that was always in the folder, so like flat, and you can look very far. And when we got here, she was very scared because, for one, there's critters living in here, so we would encounter deer, encounter hogs and boar, and she would always be a little bit spooked in the woods because there could always be something lurking around the corner. So that was so funny to notice that she just wasn't used to woods. So I once watched a movie, and I don't remember what movie it is, but in that movie they talked about having your like soulmate tree, something like that. I don't remember, but it was just one particular tree that belonged to you, or that you were the same as the tree. I don't remember, but I have a favorite tree, and it's actually living here. And I've tried to get it on video for you a couple of times, but it's so hard because it's in between the other ones. You don't really capture the cuteness of it because there's so many trees surrounding it. And I don't even know, looking at these trees, if it has leaves at the moment. I think it doesn't, but it's like an oak that is growing underneath other oaks. That's why it's turning somewhat into a bonsai oak, because it's trying to grow over the path to get sunlight in summertime, because it doesn't get any sunlight. Oh, I need to go around. So that's such a cute little bonsai oak thing, and I'm going to show you now because it's right over here. And I don't know when I discovered this tree, but I just loved it so much, and now every time I'm here I'm like, hey little tree, how you doing? He's such a cute tree. So here is my tree friend. It's this one, but it's bare at the moment, but it's such a cute little tree. It looks like it's been struggling a little bit, something broke off. But this, and it's because it's underneath these that it's just growing to the side so it can get the sunlight. This tree is so cool. So the branches that I have in my kitchen and in the back of my van are all from these woods. And I looked it up last year, but I forgot. They are some sort of American pine.
some sort of American oak, I think, or Canadian oak or whatever. It's some sort of really cool oak tree, and they're all over there. And every time I need something of a branch or something, and I'm in the Netherlands, I go get those from over there because they're always super dry. And it's just branches that came down, but they're really sturdy, they're really beautiful, they have all of this cool curvature. And always when I see branches on the floor, I'm always like, oh, that would make a cute coat hanger, or that would make a cute lamp, or that would make a cute just stuff like shelving. You can make shelving with that, or just, yeah, I always get so full of inspiration when I see all the branches on the floor. I'm always like, oh, that would be beautiful for this, and that would be beautiful for that. It rained a lot in 2 days. There's a lot of water here. When we're in these woods, it does feel like we took a step back in the seasons, because it's been raining a lot the last 2 days. It's cold, it's like 10 degrees, but also the trees are just a little bit more, they're getting new foliage, but it's not really out there yet. So a lot of the trees are still a lot bare, and give it a month and then they'll all be here. But it just looks so like wintry, or fall. No, past fall, like wintry. It really does like feel wintry. Only the birches have new foliage. So yeah, it kind of feels like we stepped back in winter. But they have a lot of deer here, big deer and small deer, and then they have a lot of boar. They have a shit ton of boar. And recently we have wolves. Recently, for like the past decade, I think, we have wolves. But they've been sighted here, around here. So I always used to go into the woods like, oh, no. But lately I'm a little bit more aware. I'm maybe not scared. I'm just looking around. Because normally it would be like, okay, the scariest thing I can encounter in the woods is boar. And I was like, the scariest thing I can encounter in the woods is wolves. And I see in the puddle that it is starting to rain. But I want to go for a walk, so let's do it. So the tree that I just showed you is an oak, and that specific one is my favorite tree. Now my favorite foliage tree is birch, which I really love. And these woods have a lot of birch. I love that. But my favorite, how do you say that? Tree with needles? In Dutch we say loofboom and naaldboom. So I have to look that up because I don't really know. Is larix, because they have these really cute little pine cones. I will find them. The rain is here. I'm showing you around. I don't want the rain. Okay, let me show you the larix, because that's the first one. It's actually coming into new foliage too, and it looks stunning. I've arrived to the lane where my beautiful tree friends live, which are these. They're like some sort of oak, like that one. Oh, look at that branch. That one is so cool. Anyway, so down here is like the branch cemetery, like the tree cemetery, where you can find all the beautiful things. And I've come here so often with my saw, picking out a branch, sawing some parts, and taking it home, and then making it into something beautiful. I just love how this wood looks. It's so beautiful. Let's have a look around and see if we can find a really cool branch. Here, like, immediately, this one. That one's really cool. It's looking a little bit old. Like, there's a chance that this is a little bit more But this might work. You just have to let it dry. But look how cool that is. So in these woods I've actually spotted deer, big deer with antlers, then smaller deer. I've seen a lot of smaller deer, and I've seen boar, big, small with babies, and baby deer, and I've seen a tree marten, and what have I else say? Yeah, I saw lizard. You know, there's actually snakes. This is, I have to put a correction in this video from another video, where when I found the snake in Portugal, I said, I'm Dutch, we don't have snakes. That's not true. We have snakes. I believe we have two kinds. I believe we have ring snakes and otter, but I've never seen it. They are in the Netherlands. There are some places, but I've never encountered them. That's what I meant. So I'm so sorry. Somebody corrected me on my video, and it's true. You're correct. I didn't mean that. I meant, as a Dutchie, I've never seen a snake. I did see some sort of lizard last year, which I'd never seen before here in the woods. But there are so many more critters. They have badgers here that I've never seen. I've recently discovered that the Netherlands also has raccoons and like raccoon dogs, which I've also never seen before. I just read that today in a magazine when I was waiting at the doctor's appointment. But I've never seen those. And there's a whole lot of other... I've seen foxes here. Yeah, I've never seen wolves. We've now got wolves. So, yeah, I'm really excited to find some more animals sometime. But in the meantime, I'm just enjoying all the new... I just love things. I just love wood. I just love curvatures. I just love how the sun falls, how shade hits. I just love stuff. Just love nature. I'm just having so much fun. Then I see a little moss growing, or I saw little flowers on the blueberries, which means that a couple of months we'll be having blueberries again. Many beautiful things here. The way a leaf is shaped, the way a tree curves. I just don't know. Do you ever look at those things? I'm just walking around. I'm like, that's so beautiful. That's so pretty. Look at this. Isn't it stunning? That's just how we walk around in the woods. Look at all these little strawberries coming back to life. That's so cute. I was just thinking I would be good at mindful walks, and one of the things that I do when I work with the kids, we always need to walk my dogs in the afternoon or something, and they don't always want to go. So then what I do is I grab a piece of paper and then I just doodle a butterfly or a leaf or a stick or a mushroom, depending on the season, or what else can we doodle? A flower or a duck or a bird or something. I doodle everything on the paper. Then I give them a pencil or something and I say, let's go on an adventure and let's try and find everything that is written on this note. Let's go and find them. And then they're always like, oh, and then, oh, there's a beautiful bird here. Oh, he's like, what you doing here? Oh, he's stunning. Oh, he's going. And then they're always like, we need to go get them, and then they're almost like running, and then I can walk the dogs with them, and it's a whole game for them. I don't argue. I'm just like, I make it fun. But I was thinking like, I would be good at doing mindful walks. Like, look at this tree, look at that branch, look at that animal. I love to go. Well, tonight Guus is having his birthday, and he invited me to come over and have soup with the friends, with his neighbors. So I think I'm going to do that. But maybe tomorrow we can go for a bike ride around here. And then we can go find boar. I always like to go on bike rides right before dusk. Dawn? Is it dawn? Dusk. Dawn, I think. Right before dawn. Right before the sun sets. And then I can go look for boar and deer. And it's just so wonderful. spent the evening at Gis's place with all the neighbors celebrating his 80th birthday, and now we're going for a last walk to walk around and enjoy the beautiful sunset, which is absolutely amazing. And then we're gonna have a quiet, warm, cozy night in the van. So the Veluwe, where we are at the moment, is one of the spots that I always wanted to move. I always wanted to live here and then have like a piece of land and then a little house on there, just a small house. But the thing is that there are no small houses here, and the houses that are small, they're probably lived in by old people, and by the time they die, the property gets bought. The house is not dated. How do you say it? It's not up to date. So then they just tore it all down and build a big villa, something new. And so it's basically impossible to live somewhere like this in a tiny house in the Netherlands. But if it were a possibility, I would love living here. Just a small house. Just like this is also very nice. I would say that Portugal is still nicer. But yeah, I love this space. I've always loved being here. I always love coming here. And yeah, I just love hanging out here. This is one of the spaces that I feel really comfortable and relaxed and at home. And the place that I was at my parents' house, I don't really feel connected to that area of the Netherlands. It's not, I've lived there my entire life, so it's comfortable. And it's convenient because it has all the stores. But it's so busy. And yeah, this is just way more beautiful. It's so tranquil here, and there's so many animals, there's so much wildlife, there's all sand paths. Oh, I loved riding my horses here. I have so much fun. All three of my horses that I've had in my life have been here with me on holiday. The last horse, Sita, she lived here for a while. And yeah, it's so, you can go for hours walks here. It's beautiful. It's absolutely, I love this place. Thank you so much for joining us on this video. I will see you in the next one, and in the meantime, don't forget to say yes to new adventures.